What if you could step out of the noise of a city street and, within minutes, find yourself in the middle of untamed wilderness, where lions stalk across golden plains and elephants wander under an endless sky? That's the magic of Kenya, a land where contrasts come alive. It's a country where every turn holds a surprise, where one moment you're sipping rich coffee in a vibrant capital city, and the next you're watching a herd of wildebeest thunder across the Mara River. Kenya isn't just a destination, it's an experience, a mosaic of wildlife, landscapes, and cultures that captivate the soul. And before this journey is over, I'll take you to a hidden place where waterfalls crash into rivers lined with wildlife, a scene so surreal it feels like stepping into another world. Kenya is often described as the cradle of humanity, a place where life itself began, and when you're here, you feel that raw connection to nature's rhythm. One of the country's most breathtaking spectacles is the annual Great Migration, when millions of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles march across the savannah in search of greener pastures. Imagine standing on a riverbank, heart-pounding, as the ground trembles beneath a moving sea of animals, while crocodiles lurk below and lions prowl nearby. This is not just a wildlife event. It's one of Earth's greatest dramas, played out on an ancient stage that still feels untouched by time. The Maasai Mara, named for the Maasai people and the Mara River that cuts through it, is where this miracle unfolds. And as dawn breaks, you can drift silently in a hot air balloon, looking down on the plains as the first light catches herds on the move. The moment so cinematic it's hard to believe it's real. But Kenya is not only about animals. Its people, too, tell a story of resilience and beauty. The Maasai, with their red shukas, their dances, and their unwavering traditions, are symbols of a heritage that refuses to fade. Across the country, more than 40 ethnic groups and 60 languages weave a tapestry of cultures, each with its own music, flavors, and wisdom. This is a nation of storytellers, and every song, every carved door, every steaming cup of chai adds another verse to the poem that is Kenya. Even the country's name carries weight. Mount Kenya, Africa's second highest peak, known to the Kikuyu people as Kirinyaga. The Mountain of Whiteness towers over the land as a spiritual guardian. On its slopes, clouds cling to jagged ridges while glaciers glisten under the equatorial sun, a reminder of nature's majesty and fragility. And then there are the coasts, where the Indian Ocean kisses Kenya with turquoise waves and powdery white sands. Diani Beach, with its swaying palms and endless horizon, feels like paradise itself. Watamu, with coral gardens that sparkle beneath the surface, invites you to dive into another universe, where sea turtles drift gracefully and schools of colorful fish shimmer like moving jewels. Here, life slows, and time is measured by tides, not clocks. Swahili culture flows through these shores, born of centuries of trade and connection with Arabia, India, and Europe. You taste it in every bite of spiced biryani, you hear it in the lyrical rhythm of Kiswahili, and you see it in carved doors and the call to prayer echoing across Mombasa's Old Town. Speaking of Mombasa, no journey through Kenya is complete without passing through this storied city. For centuries, its port has been a gateway between Africa and the wider world. The Portuguese once built Fort Jesus here to guard their route to India, and today its stone walls whisper stories of conquest, resistance, and trade. Walk through Old Town, where balconies lean over narrow streets and markets overflow with spices and fabrics, and you'll feel history brush against your skin. On Moi Avenue, the Mombasa tusks arch like a ceremonial gateway, marking the city's unique character. Just beyond the bustle, Haller Park shows how a scarred limestone quarry can be reborn into a haven for giraffes, hippos, and birds, a story of restoration and hope. And for food lovers, this city is pure delight. Samosas sizzling in the street, fresh seafood on the grill, the heady scent of cardamom and cloves drifting through the air. From the coast, we journey inland to Nairobi, Kenya's beating heart. This is a capital unlike any other, where skyscrapers rise against the backdrop of rolling savannah. It's a city of contrasts, where you can attend a meeting in the morning and be on safari in the afternoon. Nairobi National Park, just outside the city center, is the only place in the world where lions and rhinos roam against a skyline of glass towers. It's surreal, almost impossible, yet it exists. Nairobi itself carries the story of modern Kenya. Born as a railway depot in the 19th century, it grew into the political and financial hub of East Africa. The Old Railway Museum recalls that beginning, while the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust writes a new chapter of compassion, rescuing and rehabilitating orphaned elephants. Here, you can stand inches away from baby elephants, watch them play in the mud, and feel hope for the future of wildlife. The Giraffe Center, too, offers moments you'll never forget. Feeding endangered Rothschild giraffes from your hand, their long tongues brushing your palm in a connection both playful and profound. Not far away lies Aberdare National Park, a lush sanctuary tucked within the Aberdare mountain range. Here, waterfalls plunge into misty valleys, and dense forests hide elusive creatures like the rare bongo antelope. Staying in the park's tree lodges, you can watch elephants gather at waterholes in the still of night, their shadows moving silently under the stars. It feels like stepping into a secret world, where nature still holds dominion. Further north, Samburu National Reserve offers another face of Kenya. Dry landscapes where acacia trees stretch against the sky and unique animals, the Samburu Special 5, wander freely. The reticulated giraffe, Grevy's zebra, Somali ostrich, Besa oryx, and the long-necked Gerenuk make this place unlike any other. life here clings to the banks of the Iwaso Ngiro River, where elephants come to drink and crocodiles bask in the sun, and where every safari feels raw, authentic, and far from the crowds. And then there are Kenya's lakes, jewels of the Rift Valley, each with its own spirit. Lake Elementaita glows in hues of pink as flamingos wade through shallow waters, their reflections dancing in ripples. Lake Bogoria, alive with geysers and hot springs, steams under the African sun while flamingos blanket its surface in unearthly color. Lake Naivasha, tranquil and fresh, is where hippos wallow and fish eagles cry across the sky. Crescent Island nearby offers the rare chance to walk among giraffes and zebras without barriers, a reminder of harmony between people and wildlife. Each lake carries its own mood, serene, dramatic, or otherworldly. But together they show the variety of Kenya's landscapes, sculpted by time and tectonic forces. And if you want to touch the soul of conservation, Laikipia awaits. This region, with its rolling grasslands and dramatic escarpments, is home to pioneering conservancies that blend protection of endangered species with community empowerment. Here, you can meet the last northern white rhinos on Earth, cared for under the watch of rangers who have dedicated their lives to keeping them safe. You can ride horseback across the plains, walk with guides who know every bird call, or even trek with camels, seeing the land through ancient rhythms. Laikipia is wild and progressive at once, showing that humans and wildlife can share space, not as rivals but as partners. Kenya's mountains too hold treasures. In the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro lies Loitokitok, a quiet town where mornings begin with the sight of Africa's tallest mountain bathed in gold. Here, life moves slowly, and traditions endure. Visiting Maasai villages, you can listen to stories passed down for centuries, stories that remind you that identity and land are bound together. Nearby sanctuaries like Kimana show elephants striding against the backdrop of Kilimanjaro, a scene so powerful it leaves you breathless. In the Taita Hills, mist drifts through ancient forests where rare birds sing and orchids bloom. These mountains, among the oldest on Earth, feel eternal, a reminder of how long Kenya's landscapes have watched over the world. As this journey winds down, we reach a secret worth saving for last. On the Athi River near Thika, 14 falls crash into a roaring symphony, 14 streams plunging together into green waters. Mist rises, birds wheel overhead, and the sound drowns out every thought. Here, nature feels overwhelming, beautiful, even spiritual. You can ride a boat through the spray, walk along the riverbanks, or simply sit and let the thunder of water wash over you. It's not just a waterfall, it's a reminder of life's force, of how water and land and air come together to shape something unforgettable. So which part of Kenya calls to you most? Is it the thrill of the Great Migration, the calm of Naivasha, the beaches of Diani, or the mystery of Aberdare's forests? Wherever you go, Kenya leaves its mark, not just on your memory, but on your soul. This is a country that stays with you long after you've left, a place that hums with life and beauty at every turn. If you felt even a spark of that magic through this journey, then you already know. Kenya isn't just a place you visit. It's a place you feel, a place you carry with you. And the adventure, I promise you, has only just begun.